Hello guys, so today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do a two-part braid, and you're going to be braiding it down to the scalp. So step number one is to part your hair in the middle, because usually a two-part braid means a middle part. So I'm parting her hair to the middle, and you could part it completely, down, or you could just stop at the middle. It doesn't really make a difference, and it depends how you want it, but I'm going to just stop at the middle and the top. So I parted her hair into two parts, and now I'm going to take the weave. Okay, this is my weave, and to put it together so that I can attach it on her hair, I'm gonna part my weave into two sections, and then I'm gonna put them together like two U's. So they're together, two U's. And I cut my weave short, and her hair is way longer than the weave, so to make up for the length difference, I'm just going to stretch it out. But if you have long weave, you don't have to stretch it out, and her hair is just longer than it, so that's the reason why I'm going to do that. So they're into two U's, and I stretch it out. Now I'm just going to separate the weave into three parts, and I'm going to place it on top of her hair and begin braiding just as it is. So I placed the weave on top of her hair just as it is, and the weave is into three parts. I'm trying to move my fingers so you guys can see. The weave is into three parts, and I'm also, with the weave, I'm going to add her real hair to each of the three parts. So there's her hair with this part, and there's her hair with that part, and I'm just going to braid. So I'm going to braid it regularly, and by braiding, you're just crossing it over. So I'm going to do it like 2 or 3 times so it could be tight enough and I can get a good grip. And then as I go on, I'm just going to add her real hair to the weave, and I'm just going to continue that process, and it's going to like make it braided down. So as I go on, I add her real hair to the weave, and that's how you really braid down. And I'm just crossing it over and adding her real hair, and the weave is in 3 parts, so is her hair. And you just add her real hair to any of the 3 strands, but it'll become more natural like once you practice. So I'm just adding her hair and braiding. And I'm gonna continue the process, and you guys are gonna see the outcome. Just adding her hair and braiding. And to explain the braiding part in more depth, you just crossing the weaves. Like, I don't know if you could see the pattern that I'm doing with my fingers, but you just crossing them over. Just taking turns crossing them over. So make sure I'm getting all the way down there. And yeah, now I'm just gonna braid it regularly. And basically, I'm going to do the same thing to the other section, the other part of her hair. And you can make your braid to the middle, or you can make it to the side. I just made it to the middle-ish. And you could have used your real hair too, but sometimes you may not want to use your real hair. So basically, I'm going to do the same thing to the other side, and the results will be posted. I'll post a picture of the outcome, but basically the same thing.